Hi, welcome back to Crafters TV. It is time for another great show, another 2 hours of fantastic inspiration and education coming your way. This is, of course, Creative Craving. So that one opportunity really where we take it back to basics a little bit more, maybe get a little bit more sort of simplified with our demonstrations as well. Now, you may realise that we are not actually live at the moment because I can't be in two places at once. Due to the very exciting HSM preview that's happening at the moment, we have pre-recorded this. So you can either watch it along live with us, absolutely, as it airs, or what you can do is catch up on it at your leisure. It is completely up to you. What I can still guarantee you, though, is absolutely top-class banter. Maybe not. Amazing deals, tick, and fantastic guests as well. Just the banter that's a bit questionable. All the other stuff will remain exactly the same. Now, I am not here on my own today. I'm really excited because for the first time, I am being joined by the lovely Michelle. How are you, Michelle?
I'm brilliant, very good. Very well, thank you.
So glad that we get to work together. We're having a nice little natter, haven't we, before the show, which has been lovely.
We have, yeah.
And now I know, obviously, you'll have done Creative Cravings a little bit earlier today with Becky, so everyone will recognise you. You'll be old pals now with everyone at home, I think. But if anyone hasn't seen you before, how long have you been crafting for? What sort of got you started, Michelle?
I've been crafting for about 13 years. I got started, I had my daughter, Alice, got postnatal depression. My husband took me to the doctors and they advised me to get a hobby.
Nice.
So I'd been watching one of the shopping channels that my husband had seen me obsessing over. So he came home one day with a craft kit for me.
Nice.
And that was the beginning of never having any money ever.
And now, not just a hobby, but also a job as well, which is fantastic.
Yes, it is.
Really great to have you on board as part of the team. Do you remember what the first thing you ever made was?
It was a really poor card. It had a bit of ribbon stuck on the front, a sentiment. There was no matting and layering. There was just like glitter just thrown on and glued down. But you know, glitter covers a multitude of sins, so. And a butterfly to cover that, you know, the glue splodge, so.
You can never have too many schmetterlings in your collection, Michelle, that's what I always
Absolutely.
say. I guess it goes to show you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great, don't you? Because Here is Michelle, look, fast forward 13 years later on our screens, which is fabulous. I'm so excited to see all of Michelle's demos. Shall I whiz you through some of the stuff that we've got coming up on the show today? Let's have a look at some of the beautiful things that are coming your way. We have got the cute character box dies available for you. These are on the show. I love these because they're such a strong concept and they are stinking adorable as well. $20.97 or $27.19 if you want to get your hands on those. We do have the pop-out sentiments available for you as well. These are brilliant. With love, many thanks. You've also got in there best wishes, a happy birthday as well, which is fantastic. What's the other one that I've missed there? With love. Just for you, that was it. My eyes are obviously going. We've also got a fantastic essential tool collection for you. Now this is brilliant because in here you're going to get the guillotine, you've also got your tweezers in there, you can't have too many pokey tools, and you've got some scissors in there as well, which is awesome. Less than £20 for that. Amazing. Or $27.96 as platinum members. Now, do you believe in magic? Well, I can assure you will after you've seen these pens because they are incredible. I'm not going to try and explain them to you because I can't really. They're an incredible marker. Well, and then I'll start to explain them. They're an incredible marker, and what they do is they leave like this halo of colour around your writing. You can use them on so many different things. Less than £10 or $12 for platinum members, which is absolutely incredible. We then have a brilliant Centura Pearl collection on the show for you. You're going to get the fuchsia, turquoise, mink, pumpkin, lavender, also the black, the chartreuse and the lilac. I was going to make a joke about fuchsia, but I can already feel Charlotte rolling her eyes in the gallery. Charlotte is in there along with the lovely Georgina with us for the next couple of hours. We've got the Tri-Blend Brush Marker Extended Collection. So many of you absolutely love the originals. What these do is extend some of those colours for you and give you some new colours as well. $79.99 or $119.95. Right, let's have a little look at the aperture stamps that we've got coming up on the show. These are so adorable and very, very floral as well, which is brilliant because florals are something that are totally timeless. So these are going to be something you're going to have in your stash for a really, really long time. Let me take you through what you are getting in here because you've got lots of different collections. Now, you'll also notice that you've got the interchangeable sentiments within here as well. So you could either bring in some of your own sentiments if you wanted to, use the ones that are in here, interchange them. And then also you've got these embellishing stamps within there too. Love that with these you also get a nice variation of sizes. So the first one was the Wild Blooms. That one there is your ornate butterflies. This one here is your balloons in flight. I'm thinking this is going to be great for new baby cards especially. Do we feel like going on a tropical holiday? I know I do. The terrarium is the other one that we've got there. Then you also have the birds and branches, which you can see here. Great for using with all of your different colouring mediums. And you've got a floral heart for all of you lovebirds out there. You get all 6 of those collections, £50 or $58, £40 or $46.40. Now, whilst we aren't live with you, we will have our social media superstars manning the chat. So any questions that you've got, drop into there and they will do their best to answer them as well. These really beautiful, Michelle, aren't they? These stamps. I can't believe how much you get on each one. They're crammed full, aren't they?
They really are. There's just so much on each stamp and obviously interchangeable, so you can swap and change your sentiments to work with the other ones as well. So pretty perfect.
Really, really gorgeous. Right, I can't wait to see what you create with these then, Michelle.
Fab. Right, so I'm going to use the Wild Blooms and a nice size as well, which is perfect. Not too big, not too small. So I'm going
the Goldilocks of stamps, some might call them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very, also, just to warn people at home, it is very early, Michelle, isn't it?
It is very early.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning, which is the middle of the night as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. So if we are a little bit kooky this evening, it's because we were up very early recording this, okay? So you'll have to stay with us, and you'll have to forgive us.
No, I agree. I thought there was only one 5:30 in a day, but apparently there's 2.
More likely to be getting in at 5:30 than getting out at 5:30,
yes,
to be honest.
Definitely. Not giving anything away with that though. Right, so I've placed my large stamp on my mat and I'm going to use for this one, I'm going to use the quick dry inks.
Awesome.
And I'm going to use the lemon tonic, orange and Chinese red. And I'm going to ink up different parts.
Do you have sort of go-to colour combos when it comes to all of our ink pads?
I don't know.
No, okay.
It just depends, I think, how I'm feeling on that day. If I'm feeling a bit bright, I'll use the bright ones.
Nice.
I don't know, I love them all and they all ink so well that I just use them all, I really do. So give that a nice firm press down.
Oh, nice.
It's perfect. Sometimes, most of the time, I will go in for a second stamping, but with that one, it's come up perfect, so I don't need to.
People absolutely swear by this magnetic platform, don't they? It's like the one thing amongst all of our experts that everyone seems to really love.
Oh, it's absolutely, it's a game changer. It really is. So, so that's my stamped image. Right, so that's it. That's basically all I'm going to do with that, and then I'm going to make a nice simple
Gosh, so if
card.
you were batch making then, these would be perfect, wouldn't they?
Absolutely. I mean, that was just so quick to ink up and stamp. It doesn't take long at all, so yeah, batch making it's perfect for. Right, so I have got, so it's 10 by 8. So I'm just going to fold that in half. I've got some of our orange textured card and from the Be Beautiful, but I'm going to use the back of it. And then I'm just going to use the water reactive orange. I'm just going to ink around the edges to tie it in.
It's amazing how much of a difference this makes, isn't it? A little bit of ink around the edges of your project. I guess
does.
showing us as well why it's good to have all the different ink pads as well, Michelle. So often you see all of them used on the one project, which looks fabulous.
That's it, yeah. They all have their own job to do, and it is great to have at least a few of each different type in your stash, or all of them if you know you must.
Are you a less is more or a more is more crafter?
Oh, I'm
Michelle?
Absolutely a more is more crafter.
Are you? I'm a more is more kind of person, so I think we're going to get along.
Yes, I'm a more is more person as well, absolutely.
Someone described it the other day as maximalist, which is a word I quite like. I've tried to take that one on board.
Oh, I like that. That's perfect. I must admit, sometimes my husband will come into the kitchen, he'll say, really don't think you can fit anything else on that card. I'm like, but there's a tiny little space there, that's why it needs covering with something. So, I'll just mat and layer this up now. So this orange is from one of our textured, a sunflower textured 12 by 12. Such beautiful bright colours in that pad. Just get that straight, a bit wonky. Right, so then I'm going to layer that onto some of our crafts card.
We are having it's a very sunny card that you started with, Michelle, and we are having the last days of summer at the moment, aren't we? It is so hot yesterday.
It was. It's the same, I think, today though. Set to be really hot today.
28 degrees today here in the UK, which is, Michelle, I do this thing where I try and guess what that is in Fahrenheit. I'm going to say it's about 84 Fahrenheit for our US viewers.
It's too much Fahrenheit is what it is.
Too much Fahrenheit, it really is.
Just going to add some glue on the back for my ribbon. Just corner it off. Top. And then the opposite side. It just gives it a nice little frame. It frames the frame.
It's amazing how quickly this has come together, this project.
It's so quick and easy. To make, well, just a nice simple card like this. So perfect for batch making because you literally can just throw them together and they look stunning.
And I guess, I mean, you made that quite sort of summer into autumn, I guess, but changing around with the colours, no reason that you couldn't be more festive or spring-like. You're in charge, aren't you?
Absolutely, yeah, just changing the colours round. So I've used the big sentiment from the pad, a world without flowers is like a face without a smile.
Ah, I love that term.
It is lovely.
I haven't been home enough to have flowers at home recently. My house feels a bit naked, Michelle.
Really?
So I've got some time, I've got a few days off after today, so I'm finally going to get some flowers out and yeah, hopefully we'll dress the house again.
Yes, I love having flowers. Ben, if you're watching in the house. It might be someone's birthday tomorrow, so...
Oh, someone being you? Oh, happy birthday for tomorrow,
I'm old
Michelle.
years old tomorrow.
Sorry, old years old. So many birthdays in September though, loads of people I bet making shed loads of birthday cards at the moment.
Yes, September is a really popular month.
3 of us here are September. Georgina's, what date is yours, Georgina? The 30th, mine's the 26th. Georgina, you share a birthday with my dad. Yeah.
I think people must have been really bored in January. You know?
Was it that or was it Christmas celebrations? That's a bit, maybe on the cusp somewhere.
A bit too much. So there we go, just nice, quick.
Beautiful. How simple though, how quick to make something really elegant and gorgeous.
Yeah, so it was just so simple. That was even quicker than I I thought it was going to be.
Okay, you surprised yourself.
I tried to talk really slow for that one.
I guess it goes to show you though, doesn't it, when you've got amazing stamps, and the stamps, you know, when we say have tools, have dies, have stamps that do the work for you, that's exactly what you mean by that. So let me take you back through exactly again what you have got included in here. Michelle has just used one of the collections, which is fantastic as well. So the great thing being that you've got 6 here that you're going to be able to play around with. Think about interchanging those sentiments as well. So that's your wild blooms that you can see there, the one that Michelle has just used. And you've got 2 sentiments within this. You've got thinking of you as well as the one that Michelle used. And then all the embellishments as well. So you maybe even want to fussy cut that, you know, decoupage them out. It's completely up to you. Then you're also going to get the butterflies. Can you have too many butterflies in your stash? No, I don't think you can. The gorgeous schmetterlings, if nothing ever changed, there would be no butterflies. What a sad place that would be. Best Wish is the other one you've got in there. So really quite nice because you've got like a generic sentiment and you've got something a little bit more heartfelt, which is lovely. This one here is your balloons in flight. I'm thinking new baby cards with this. Travel scrapbook's going to be great with that too. The sky is the limit is what you've got there. And you've got then those lovely embellishing stamps too, and also your little, I guess, motion. What am I trying to think? What's the word, Georgina? What's the word I'm thinking of? Movement lines. Movement lines. Let's call them that. I don't think they. Don't think they are. Anyway, it is early. I have said it once. I will say it multiple times throughout this show. This one here is the terrarium that you can see just there. So you've got your succulents in there. Hello, you. I love that one. Thank you. And you've got bloom where you are planted. Love that. Next up is your birds and branches. So you've got your little birdies in the top here. Oh, and there's one hiding down there. Didn't see you there, cheeky chappy. You've got thinking of you, thank you. A little note to say is your third sentiment within there as well. And then this one here, which is floral heart. I mean, absolutely perfect for wedding cards. How about actually cutting photos out and using this to frame your photos would be another way maybe you could do it. You've got on your wedding day and then on your anniversary. Also, my love for you grows stronger every day. All 6 of those in there. And a brilliant saving, don't forget, too. $27.94 or $31.70 is what everyone saves. Platinum members, of course, you're going to be saving even more because £40 or $46.40 is your price as a Platinum member. The Hero Tool, we have to have one. Every single Creative Craving show. Now the thing is with our Hero Tool offer, it only holds for 24 hours. So generally, most of our deals here on Crafters TV last for 48 hours. We have some time limited ones. Talking of time limited offers, you might want to keep your eyes peeled for the Crafty Countdown. Now we've been teasing it all week. Who knows when it could happen? I mean, it could go off right now, but we don't know what's going to happen. There's going to be some great deals, but they're going to be time limited, as is this one. So your Ultimate Essential Tool Collection, this is your guillotine in here. So it's your 8.75 inch guillotine. You are going to get some pokey tools in here, your precision snips, and all of your different tweezers within there as well. So you've got 4 different styles of tweezers, which means there's going to be something in there for you to achieve any job, which is brilliant. So do grab a hold of that. Now, let's go. Let's go to the tri-blends, right? I mean, we've really got you covered here with the tri-blends. Got all of them on the show, which is excellent. Let's start with the original tri-blends. So these are your bullet nib ones that I've got just here with the deep blends, as you can see. So if you want to go for the original ones, absolutely you can. The deep blends, they are available for you on the show today. And this is how they will come to you. And again, what this is all about is having that one pen that has 3 different shades of the same colour within there, so you get that really lovely seamless blend. We go from there, it's like the evolution of the tri-blend pen today. We go from there into our tri-blend brush pens. Now, these, absolutely the same great proprietary ink, everything that you know and love about the original ones. But what these have is that really soft brush nib on there. So it means that, yes, you can create texture. You can also lay quite a lot of colour down, but also you can still get into fine precision details. These are all the ones that you will get within there. So you can see all those different colours. And again, exactly the same concept. 72 pens across 24 markers is what you get within here, and you've got all of the excellent colours. They were so popular and lots of you love them. We actually then have brought out the extended edition. I want to call it a director's cut, but that's not what it's called. So that's what we've got here. Now, what these are 12 extended colours for you. 12 of the colours extend, 12 are new colours. Shall I see if I can show with you exactly what I mean by that? So let me take the original board here. I did say it was early, didn't I? I'm going to show you with the pale pink. So if I take pale pink here on this one, which is this one here. So you see pale pink down here, that is PP 6, 4 and 1. So this refers to all the different sort of colour shades that you've got within there. Now obviously, as it denotes there are more than 3 colours in the pale pink family. But what we then do is, if we come into the extended edition, this has got pale pink 2, 3 and 5. So what you then have are all 6 shades of the pale pink. So think about all the depth and dimension that the original ones give you, just with a 1 pen, and then imagine that you've got double the blending capability. That's exactly what these do for 12 of the original colours, and then they also give you 12 new colours as well, which is absolutely awesome. Do grab those. $79.99, $119.95. The extended version have only just launched as well, so do make sure you snap those up. We're going to be talking about pop-outs next, so let me go down and grab these for you. These are just a bit of fun. I absolutely love them, and they're all about making the inside of your card as exciting. I'm very messy this morning, you'll have to excuse me. Making the inside of your card as exciting as the outside of your card. Now, look at how awesome these are, and I would say they're like a bit like a wedding cake. They're like tiered, which is excellent. You've got really usable sentiments in here as well. So you've got best wishes just for you. We then have many thanks, which is this one just here. You will receive with love with that one just there. The cameras want to go back to bed, I think, this morning. Honestly, they're all over the place. Not Charlotte, the cameras, I'll add. Charlotte is doing a very, very diligent job. She's a very steady hand at this time of the morning. And so that one's with love. And you also have happy birthday in there as well. Right, do you want to get all of them? Of course you do. 30, 40 or 35, 20. I love these, Michelle. Again, bit of fun. Something a bit unexpected on the inside of your card as well, I always think.
It is, definitely. You open it up, it pops out, and it's a lovely surprise. So we've got a lovely pretty card on the outside. But boom. Happy birthday. Again, so lovely on the outside, but then many thanks.
A real wow, aren't they?
Yeah, they do. You open them up, they are definitely a wow. With love.
Gorgeous.
I love that one, topped off with the gold mirror, because they're easy to cut out as well to add that extra dimension.
Yeah, I guess that's a worry for a lot of people with something like this machine. Are they going to be difficult to use as they are something like a bit of a new concept?
Yeah. I know a lot of people worry about using these because they think they're a bit fiddly to do, but they're not, and I'll show you why they're not.
Brilliant.
So I'm going to use just for you for this demo. So
do we get instructions in with these as well, Michelle?
I'm not sure. Oh yeah, there is instructions.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, some instructions there. But when you've done it once, it's pretty simple to do. So I've got a piece of card, 6x5, and I've pencil lined halfway down, because that's where, when I place it on, my little ducklets are going to sit perfectly. Get a bit of tape to tape it down. And just take a bit of the sticky off.
What's your, when you're die cutting, Michelle, do you have like a go-to machine that you tend to use? I know all of our experts have sort of their different go-to machines. What's yours?
The Gemini.
Right.
I love the original. It's the one I do have the smaller one as well, but a plastic shim. I just tend to use this one. Sits out on my desk all the time. This is the one that is my go-to machine.
Now the age-old question: tidy craft room, messy craft room, Michelle.
Tidy craft room when I'm not in it. When I'm in it, it's a bomb site.
Okay. So is order normally restored before you leave said craft room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So tidy. I'm going to go with that's tidy craft room in my head.
Yeah, absolutely. So cuts beautifully. Everything just drops out perfectly.
Awesome.
So just bob these to the side. I'm going to use this heart, so I'm going to keep that, but I'm going to get rid of the rest of my bits. And these are good because you can always find a use for your waste.
Are you a throw nothing away kind of crafter, Michelle?
I'm keep everything till my little box gets really, really full, and then I have to throw everything away.
Right.
So a little bit of both. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just rub out that pencil line gently. And then what I tend to do is, all my scar lines I'll go back over. So where are we? 2.5. So that's my halfway mark.
So is that just putting in the score lines that are already there, Michelle?
Yeah, I'm just going back over them because I find it easier to give them. The thing is, when they go through the machine, the scar lines are there and they're brilliant. But I've know a few people who've messaged me and they've struggled with it. So this is what I've told them to do: just go back over all your scar lines that are there, give them that little bit of extra oomph.
I guess it's a fine line, isn't it? Because you need to be able to put the score lines in, but then we don't want the die to cut through the actual cardstock as well at the same time.
That's it. Yeah. And they do, the scar lines that are there are perfectly fine. I just find that sometimes I can get a bit keen and bend the bits that I don't want bending.
Right.
So I think if you just reinforce them, it just helps.
Yes, always give yourself a helping hand where you can.
Yeah, and I think with these, if you just take that little bit of extra time with them, it's worth it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to fold those bits back, and straight away you can see them folding forward. So I just take each little bit, and as I'm trying to bend it forward, I'm pulling it up.
Okay.
So I'm not squashing all my letters, if that makes sense.
Are there any sort of cardstocks you try to use or avoid using for these sorts of dies, Michelle?
The thicker cardstock, so like our white and our black cardstock, it's just as good, but it's harder because obviously it's thicker to fold into place. I wouldn't go below a 230.
Okay.
It's just, it doesn't give you the structure that you need. So what I'm doing is I'm just gently folding each piece out one at a time, each letter. And as you can see, it starts to go. But it's worth the patience and the time, because once it's finished, it's just beautiful and worth it. It's a bit like the advert, because I'm worth it.
And I guess I love these because I just think they're a little bit of a hidden surprise inside your card. And I guess if you are decorating the inside like this, you could leave the outside a bit plainer. Or, Michelle, like I'm guessing you probably do, you're going to go to town on the inside and the outside.
I do tend to do that, yeah. I won't lie. So we're getting there, look. Just giving them all, as I'm pushing forward, lifting up.
I always think it's amazing when you create something like a flat piece of cardstock, you know, run it through with a die and then you create something totally dimensional. Like that was just a flat piece of card a few seconds ago.
Yeah, it is. And I think that's one of the things that I know that I definitely love about crafting. The fact that you take just a normal piece of card and just add in a few bits and bobs, really. You end up with, especially this, a few bits of, you know, die cutting.
Yeah, you've got something beautiful.
So there we go, we're getting there, look. But they're definitely worth taking the time. If you don't, the thing is, if you don't, you end up with bent letters. And then the thing is, it's just a piece of card at the end of the day. So have a practice, have a bit of fun with it, which is what the whole point is anyway. To have some fun. So are we there? We're nearly there.
And then these will fold pretty much flat, I'm guessing, though, Michelle.
They fold perfectly flat. Perfectly flat even. There you go, amazing. Perfectly flat. And then...
How fantastic.
There we go. So we will make a card and put this in. So what I'm going to do is a little bit different. So I've just a Tempo card. This is 8 by 6. Bit of patterned paper. Can't remember which this one is.
Is it the all-purpose tend to be your sort of go-to glue, Michelle?
It is. Well, I think it depends what I'm doing, because I do have all the glues and each one is perfect. So this I normally use for most of my matting and layering. The other glue that we have, I use that for like glitter cards, something that's coated, because that helps. That sticks better. So I'm going to make, so I've got another smaller one, another smaller centfold card. So this one's 7 by 4. Let's put that to the side. I'm going to use this. I think, is this a Farmhouse collection paper?
It looks very familiar and I can see it's a recent one. Do you have sort of go-to card styles that you tend to go back to, different concepts that you just love making, Michelle?
No, I always like to try something new.
Oh, really?
I like to try and make every card that I do a little bit different.
That's really fun. Keeps it really exciting.
Yeah, I just like to try something new. I'm always trying out.
You're very adventurous.
Well,
I don't like change, Michelle.
Really?
Well, sometimes I do. Yeah, sometimes I do. But yeah, I'm very safe. I think if I was a crafter, I do a little bit of crafting, but if I was a crafter, I'd play it very safe, I think.
No, I do like to be a little bit adventurous. I like to make big 3D units and elements and things like that. I've got lots of ribbon storage, all sorts of bits and bobs like that I've made for my craft desk at home.
Awesome.
Yeah, you literally can't move for. So I'm just gonna, using the best tool ever.
Have we got you a Gloria the Glue holder yet? Have you got one?
What's that?
Gloria the Glue holder. Some people would say it's just the top of a water bottle chopped off and then left on the counter to hold your glue in. I think those people would be quite negative, Michelle. It is actually, yes, it's Debbie that came up with the idea. She essentially just chopped the top off of a water bottle and then stands the glue upside down in it. But then Debbie Robinson, someone actually like blinged her up, a proper blinged up Gloria the Glue holder.
Really?
Yeah, so we need to find out who it is and need to get you one.
Yes, definitely.
It is the Farmhouse paper pad, that one.
I thought it was. farmhouse.
And it's in stock as well, which is handy. And it's got a discount. I mean, win, win, win.
So lay that flat, glue it down. Give it a good press. There we go.
How fabulous.
Perfect.
So dimensional.
Yes, definitely. So what I'm going to do with it, so literally I've got 2 tent-fold cards, and I'm going to turn this one upside down, glue it on the bottom of that one, if that makes sense. I will show you.
It's almost like a card within a card here then.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a different way to show it off. Just hold that.
I don't think I've seen this before.
No. So what I did was I've made this little, it's like a headband almost.
Nice.
I've just got some elasticated from my stash, some elastic. I've used a stitched circle die to make with the farmhouse and just some of our white card, glued that underneath, found some mulberry flowers and then used our stamens to make this. So then what I'm going to do is so what it will do is it will hold it closed for me.
So pretty, that.
And then just a few. So this is the farmhouse collection as well. The thank you sentiment.
Do you have like go-to collections, Michelle, that you seem to go back to time and time again?
I don't know.
I love how varied Michelle is. I love that she's getting in there, giving everything a bit of a go.
I like to try and use everything as much as I can. The thing is, we do have so many wonderful things, and I think if I stick to the same thing all the time, I just don't like anything to go to waste.
Yeah.
I'm a bit frugal, I'm from Yorkshire. Not tight, frugal.
Is there a difference between the two?
No, it just sounds nicer.
Okay, sounds nicer. Fair enough. My best friend is from Yorkshire. He's very, very frugal, Michelle.
Yeah.
And also he comes out with a lot of things that I can't understand. I'll give you a prime example, shall I? He said to me the other week, "Oh, lovely fluff." And I was like, "What?" He said, "Lovely fluff." I said, "What?" He said, "Love, live, laugh." I was like, "Oh gosh, that's what you're saying." It didn't sound like that to me.
No.
Love, live, laugh. Lovely fluff.
I must admit, my best friend, she types as she speaks.
Right, okay.
So she types in and I haven't got a clue what she's writing. So I just do oh yeah. I'm like,
imagine that, people learning how to type in Yorkshire. I think that'd be hilarious.
When we went to visit my mum in hospital a few years ago, I took my kids, and one of my uncles was there, and he said to my son, he says, "So is that not at school yet?" And he were like, "What?" And I was like, "Are you not at school yet?" And he was like, "Oh." He didn't have a clue what he was saying. He just sort of kept looking and nodding. And
it is like another language sometimes, isn't it? I'm really fascinated by accents. I know, here in the UK we have lots of them. In the US as well, I have loads of different regional accents. Very, very fascinating.
Yeah. I must admit, I'm rubbish with an accent. If someone's got an accent and they talk to me,
right,
I sort of nod and smile.
That's me all the time. I'm quite deaf, Michelle, so you'll notice that there's sometimes, if you ever say anything to me, I just look at you a little bit vacant and just nod and smile. You just know that I've not heard you. I'm not being rude.
Just nod and smile.
Yeah.
Right, so that's the front all decorated up.
Beautiful.
So that's it as it stands, and then just lift your little thing up, pop it down.
Oh, that's fabulous. Really love that, Michelle. What a beautiful start. I've not seen that card style before either.
No, sometimes they're just accidents, happy accidents.
Really, really beautiful. Having, of course, one of so many different things that you can do with these. What are we going to do then about that, Georgina? Are we going to personally vote on demo of the show? The 4 of us are going to vote for demo of the show. There we are. Maybe we'll run out into the streets of Newton Aycliffe in like a Vox Pop style and chase people down. Adam will come back and vote on it at the end of the show. So Adam's turned into Mr. Motivator for some reason, like this off the screen. I'm not quite sure what sort of show he thinks this is. Right, let me run back through the different sentiments that you've got in here. Really usable sentiments, these, which I think is excellent. So you've got best wishes. You've also got in here just for you. We then also have as well many thanks, which are these ones just here. We've got with love, which is that one. And then you've also got happy birthday here as well. Pop out sentiments, die collection with 5 elements, £38 or $44 is your price. If you are a platinum member, $30.40 would be the price that you have to pay. So make sure you grab a hold of those. Oh, Michelle, it's happening. The time has come. The craft countdown has started. Right, we've been talking about it all week. Craft countdown. We don't even know when this is happening. Basically, when that piece of video plays, the clock appears. It means that we have got some amazing offers for you, but they are time limited. These have been sat under here waiting for ages, these products. I thought, gosh, when are we actually going to get a chance to do them? The time is now. The thing about the craft countdown is, yes, the deals are incredible, but you have to act really quickly. Because A, we don't have many of them, and you've only got 30 minutes to get them in your basket and get them checked out. And we've got some of our most amazing products in there. How about a half price deal for you on our metallic markers? These ones are your rare minerals. I know, half price, which is sensational. £4.79 or $6.78 if you want to get your hands on those. I can't believe this next item is in here. I can't believe the discount that it's on as well. I've just seen the details for this. The 8x8 stamping platform with a 30% discount. I have never seen it with that discount. If you want to grab it, you're going to need to be super fast. You've got 28 minutes and 33 seconds left to get a hold of the countdown deals. Don't hang about, honestly. You've got the 8x8. Debbie was raving about this yesterday. Michelle was talking about how much she loved this as well. It is a game changer, Michelle says, when it comes to your stamping. We have also got the garden party, the 12x12 pad here for you. 48 pages in this one and a 30% saving again, which is absolutely sensational. Really lovely. Oh, hello. Yours will be, there it goes. Yours, oh, there it goes again. Yours will be full, I promise. No one will have had their crafty paws in yours. So do grab that. Brilliant deal there. Now, we've also got a craft kit on the show. How about stocking up for presents? These are fantastic as gifts. Brilliant to use for as a stash. I mean, at this price, £12 or $12 for platinum members. You can use these as a fantastic stash builder. In here you've got metal dies, card blanks, envelopes, acrylic stamps, coloured card, printed papers, dewdrops in there as well. Makes a minimum of 24 cards is what I'd say. And don't forget, 4 video tutorials available for you over on crafterscompanionbox.com is where you'll be able to go and get all those video tutorials. But do be quick because you've only got 27 minutes and 8 seconds left to get hold of these deals. Do not miss out on them. Oh, something else I think you're going to love is our storage wallet. A fantastic deal on this for you. It's a 24 marker storage wallet, saving you 30% here with this one. It holds our conventional size markers, so not designed for your tri-blends, this one, but for all of your other markers. $10.49 or $13.96. Goodness me, we've got some great deals for you in the craft countdown. Remember though, we don't know when it's going to happen. You don't know when it's going to happen. When it does happen though, you've only got 30 minutes to snap these up. And it means that you need to get your basket checked out by that point as well. So make your mind up. Right, something else I want to share with you. I want to remind you about the Get It, Got It Good. We launched it on Monday. A brilliant deal for you on the Gemini Mini. Now you're getting the Gemini Mini. What you're also getting here are 5 die sets. These die sets were designed specifically to work with your Gemini Mini. So they've been designed to go through there, which is awesome. A great saving on this for you. Platinum members, £40 or $64. I think if you're new to crafting and you're looking for a great entry-level machine, then this would maybe be a great place to start for you, because you're going to get those awesome dies included in there as well, which is fantastic. Do snap that up. Right, cute character box dies. I love these. We launched these not so long ago. They're just adorable. They really are. And what I love is that they are such a strong concept. So if you want to use them in this concept that they come to you in, of course you can. Or if you want to just use them as adorable stamps and dies in their own right, you've got the option to do that as well. So that's how the concept that as it's intended. These are all the stamps and dies that you get. So you get the different aperture and then the different characters within each of those as well. So you've got your beautiful unicorn and princess fairy in there. Then you've got your woodland animals in here as well. So you've got your bunny, your squirrel, the deer in there. And then finally, you've also got this cheeky chappy as well, which is your very happy little birthday bear in there. And you get the 3 different apertures in there too. The platinum price on this is awesome. Under £17 or $22, which is fantastic. These are really cute, Michelle, aren't they? And perfect for colouring. Are you someone that enjoys colouring?
I am. I've recently become addicted to colouring. I've got all my classiques. I've started on my illustrators. I've got a lovely collection of tri-blends and now the brush ones. So, yes.
You're getting fully in, all the way in. And also, quite a cute little concept, these. I think you're going to give this to someone. They're probably not going to receive something like this. Utterly adorable, really, aren't they?
They are so lovely. They're so adorable. So I've got a few samples here to show you. So this is just as the concept shows you. Little doll.
Really cute.
Lovely little scene inside. And then this one has been made, but Leslie's made it bigger. So, which is easy enough to do to extend the height, but still the little bear's party inside. And then if you don't want to make the box, it's just as easy to just make a nice card with it.
Nice.
These characters would be perfect with the little wobblers.
Yes, beautiful.
Perfect for that. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the birthday bears box, because who wouldn't want to use the birthday bears? They're just so cute. So inside you get your, what are they called? Stencils, I think.
Indeedy.
But what I've done with mine is I glued mine down onto some card and cut it out. It just makes it sturdier and easier to draw around. So that's what I did with mine. So what we will do first is we will stamp some of these adorable bears out. We'll get a piece of card. It's lovely using this stamping mat and it's not sticky. It's lovely and de-sticked this time. So let's bob some of our bears on.
You tend to always use your 8x8 stamping platform if you're doing small or large jobs, Michelle?
I do, because I like to go in twice when I stamp.
Right.
Just a personal preference. Most of the time I will go in twice to stamp. Occasionally I'll just do it once because but I like the really deep solid black colour that you get by stamping twice. Yeah, you don't need to and you don't have to, especially with the stamping mat, but it makes it so much easier to be able to go in and stamp twice if I need to. Just press that down everywhere.
And which ink pad are you using here, Michelle?
Oh, sorry, this is the Noir Black, and it's the alcohol proof because I'm going to colour them in.
I'm guessing as well, thinking about different ways you could use these. Even with things like the pop-up box. I can never remember if they're called pop-up boxes or pop-out boxes, Michelle. You know the ones that I mean, that the little box with the 3 sides folded down and the panel at the back, and they have the little bit sticking out.
Yes.
Now, are they pop-up boxes or pop-out boxes? What do you think?
Pop-up boxes?
Pop-up boxes. Okay, Michelle has spoken. We will now forever call them pop-up boxes. These could work great with that, I'm thinking.
See, I've called it that and it's probably wrong.
Oh, don't worry.
But we'll go with it anyway.
We're calling it that now forever, so that's what's happening. Ben Mosby's in the building. He's got his way. Yeah, we're not live, Ben, anyway. This is happening later at 7 p.m. Come in, look, because me and Ben we're together. Michelle's here, Ben's here. We haven't been on a screen together for like a year, look. In the same room. How are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah, you haven't got a microphone on, have you?
No, I haven't, but I'm okay.
Excellent. Good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Oh, thank you.
I'll see you over there in a minute.
See you over there.
Hi.
Myself and Ben are doing something very exciting this morning. We are going to be on the cover of a magazine. We have got a very secret photo shoot happening, Michelle.
Oh.
Yeah. How nice to see you, Ben. I haven't seen him for like a year. Sorry, Michelle.
That's quite all right.
I hijacked your demonstration there, didn't I?
There's always time out for a hello with Ben.
Absolutely.
Right, so I've stamped some of my bears with the alcohol proof dye, and I'm going to use some of my tri-blends to colour them in. So for the bear, I've got my earth brown blend. So I'm going to go in with the light, and I'm going to draw a little circle there because that's where I'm going to preserve my highlight.
Okie doke.
Now
with our colouring shows, obviously we have Colour Me Happy every single Friday, so you go back and get loads of inspiration from all of our different colouring mediums that you might want to get as well for you. Do you go into what they call the colouring coma, Michelle?
I do. Sometimes I'll be in the kitchen colouring away and I'll look up and there's a child stood there and I think...
Your child, I hope, not just a random one.
Yeah, it is one of mine.
Right, okay.
And I look and I think, how long have you been stood there talking? But yeah, it's so mindful. This is one of the things the doctor suggested. He said, colouring, any kind of craft, because you can get lost in it and you're not thinking about anything else.
Yeah, crochet is very similar for me. I need to get back into it. I keep talking. I need new stuff, Michelle. I was talking about this just yesterday. I've got a lot of stuff at home.
Yeah.
But I haven't done any for a while, and I feel like I need new stuff in order to start something again. I don't feel like I can start a new project with the stuff I have, even though I have books and hooks and all the things I need.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need something new, don't you?
You do. You do. There's always opportunity to buy something new.
Absolutely.
Just going around the edges with the darkest, then I'm going to go in with the medium. And just colour that in. But crafting and buying supplies are two totally different.
Two different hobbies.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. I'm great at shopping as well. I am. Like, if it was an Olympic sport, I'd, without a doubt, I think be a gold medalist.
Oh 100%.
Yeah,
definitely.
My specialist would be the candle and bedding events, I think, in the World Championships of shopping. You just can't have too much.
Yeah.
Well, Craig, give me a run for my money on the candles front, absolutely.
So if you can see just in the middle where I preserved the highlight and then I went over the whole thing again with the lightest colour.
It gives it so much dimension, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I think, you know, depending on sort of when you view your picture, if you want the light coming from the left or the right or direct on, I don't think there's a perfectly right or wrong way. Just do what you feel is best. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a bit of card if you muck up.
Yeah, I think sometimes as well, especially like with colouring, stamping colouring, we think a lot about working towards a finished project all the time, don't we?
Yeah.
But sometimes the journey's as much fun, isn't it, as the actual end product?
And I think some people forget that. They want to make the perfect card straight away.
Yeah.
And I think just stamping it out and having a colour, putting your highlight in different places, seeing what you prefer, what you like, just having a good old play is just the best way to discover your style. So this is the orange blend I'm using.
I'm thinking about what flavour that cake is now, Michelle.
It does look lovely.
I want to say it's like a carrot cake inside, but I know that is just because you've kind of the bottom bit's orange now. My brain's saying it's a carrot cake.
Yes.
What cake do you think it is, Georgina? It's a Halloween cake. Okay. I'm not sure Halloween is a flavour, but we'll go with that.
Yeah.
It's orange, so it's pumpkin flavour. Is that what you say? Okay. So it's got orange icing on the outside for a pumpkin, but inside it's a Vicky sponge apparently. Okay, whatever.
Love
yes,
it.
all right, Georgina, brilliant. You can tell it's early. You really can. Charlotte, what flavour do you think it is? Charlotte thinks it's I don't know flavour. I haven't had that one. We always wind Charlotte up, Michelle, because we always ask her questions and she's very indecisive. She's never able to give us an answer. It's now become a running joke. Yeah.
Right, so tablecloth, as always, I left my highlight in the middle, then went in with the dark, the medium, and then all over again with the light. See if I can get this in the lines.
Charlotte, Charlotte, no wonder Charlotte was just struggling to decide what flavour the cake was, because Charlotte didn't realise that was the tablecloth and not the cake. No, the cake's the bit on the top, Charlotte. It's just a it's never just a Victoria sponge, it's a delicious Victoria sponge. What flavour do you think it is, Michelle? That's the all-important question.
I think, well, I'm going to use pink violet blend, so I think it might be a lavender cake.
Nice, delicious.
So...
and remember, if you do want more inspiration, as I said, on anything colouring related, go back and watch some of our Colour Me Happy shows back. If you are watching us on YouTube, all of our shows are organised into playlists, which is always super handy. So you can just watch all of the Colour Me Happy shows. Where are we now? We've been doing Colour Me Happy for about 14 months, so that's about 120 hours worth of colouring you could go and watch on those shows alone. How fabulous. Forget
Nice.
about the new season of, your favourite box set. That's it. Binge Colour Me Happy.
Definitely. So go into the balloons. I've coloured my little lavender cake in. Colour a few balloons in. Did the same again. Just a rough circle where I want my lightest bit to be. Lovely bit of squeak in there. I do like that noise.
See, they don't, sometimes when I colour with them, they don't squeak. Is the squeaking good? Is that reassuring, Michelle?
Well, I suppose it depends who you are. My son hates it.
Right, okay.
But I love the sound of the squeaking. In fact, when he comes in and he hates it, I may or may not do it a little bit more.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing I would do. Don't forget about that clock on your screen as well. 12 minutes and 39 seconds to get hold of those amazing craft countdown deals. Don't miss them because they're going to disappear in 12 and a half minutes. That platform's got 30% discount. Michelle's kicking herself. She wants to run out of the studio, I can see it, and get another one ordered at that price.
Yes, definitely. It's a brilliant price. Right, so what I'm going to do now is we'll cut these out. So I'll just get my plate, bob that on there, and find the right ones to match. Stick them down with a bit of tape. I always stick down because I always find that mine move. I'm a bit pants at keeping them in place.
Pants is a good term.
Yeah.
I love that term.
I'm pants at quite a lot of things.
Well, we would never know, Michelle. Are you one of those people, Michelle, that if you're not good at something, you keep doing it until you can do it? Are you quite determined like that?
I do. I think so. Yeah. I don't like to be beaten.
No.
But I think, again, I'm from Yorkshire. I don't know if it's a stubborn Yorkshire streak.
Right.
Or if it's just a stubborn, because I'm like my mum's streak. My mum was like the world's most, if there was awards for stubborn.
Right.
That would have been my mum.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
I've been known to be a little bit stubborn in the past, Michelle. Some people would say it about me. I wouldn't say it about myself, obviously.
No.
I don't think I'm stubborn at all. I guess that, though, on a serious note, the only thing, basically, between being pants at something, as you say, Michelle, and good at it a lot of the time is lots of practice, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And just, continue to do something until you get better at it.
Well, that's it. It's the same, you can apply that to crafts.
Yes.
You might think that you're rubbish at colouring, but as soon as you pick up a pen and give it, this tri-blend's brilliant, because you've got all three in there, and just have a play.
Yeah, and I guess you haven't got to search for individual pens or know what pen works with what have you. It's all done for you, which is excellent.
That's it.
Some people would say, like, my banter, Michelle, has got, infinitely better over the last, my jokes have got infinitely better over the last year and a half.
They are, absolutely.
Yeah.
You see, you kept practising because you were pants.
I was, thank you. I was pants. I can hear Charlotte eye rolling next door in the gallery. Did you hear that Dan talk back then as well, Michelle? I heard it.
That's great. So just peel that back really gently. A little bear. Let's get the...
Do you ever cut them before you colour them, or do you just find that this is the best way to do it, Michelle?
I do it this way. And I think that's another personal preference thing. I tend to stamp then cut out. For no particular reason, then that's just the way that I do it. But obviously, this is what happens when you don't get your dye on there properly.
Would you mind greatly, Michelle, if I just paused you there for a second?
No,
because there's only 8 minutes and 59 seconds left to get all the amazing Crafty countdown product. I wouldn't want you to miss out. You've got to hurry, and I just don't want to run out of time, because I need to just recap them quickly and let people get the opportunity to check out. So I'm going to fly through them again, the ones that are available for you. Remember, the craft countdown, when it appears, you've got to snap them up quickly, because the deals are great, but they only live for the 30 minutes that the clock is on the screen. Metallic markers are the first one I want to highlight for you. 6 of our incredible metallic markers, $5.99 or $8.47 is a half price deal on those for you. So do snap those up. Next one, this is a whacking great deal that we've got for you on the stamping platform. Sometimes you get 10% off. Very, very rarely 20%. This has got 30% off of it, but only for the next 8 minutes and 9 seconds. So you're going to need to be really, really fast if you want it. Right, the 12 by 12 pad is available for you as well. It is the amazing Garden Party. Really beautiful, loads of wonderful designs in here, lots of snippability, beautiful, beautiful patterns all the way through there as well. 48 pages in that one, $9.09 or $13.96 if you want to get your hands on that. Don't forget also about the storage wallet. 24 markers you're going to be able to store in here. It is for your conventional, so your classics, your illustrators, your aqua pens. These are the ones that you're going to be storing in this particular one, $10.49 or $13.96. And also the penny sliders craft kit for you. In there, metal dies, card blanks, envelopes, acrylic stamps, coloured cardstock, printed papers. At this price, you could just use it as a stash builder just for all of those consumable elements that are within there. But you've got the dies and you've got the stamps that you're going to continue to use time and time and time again. £12 or $12 worth packing away as gifts. You do need to be quick though, because you've only got 6 minutes and 59 seconds to stock up on all of these amazing deals. Get them in your basket, get them checked out, because you are running out of time. Now, if I had a crystal ball, Michelle, in fact, let's pretend. Here's my crystal ball, right? Imagine it. Imagine the crystal ball. Are you imagining it? Charlotte can see the crystal ball. Michelle, can you see the crystal ball?
I can.
Fantastic. I am predicting the stamping platform is very, very busy at that price. Let me just remove the crystal ball and put that back over there. Okay, don't forget to check out your baskets. Right, Michelle, back to you. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's quite all right. That's not a problem. So I'm just releasing these from the card. And the reason, this little fella is the reason that I tape everything down. I didn't tape him down, and he's missing a part of his head and a bit of his bum.
Oh no!
So
I mean, of all the bits you were missing, if you were going to lop a couple of bits off, your bum and your head, you probably want to hang on to those two bits.
You sort of need them bits, don't you? But you know, so here's a few that I coloured earlier.
Amazing.
So, and they colour up. They're so cute.
Blue and orange is a really lovely colour combo.
Yes.
Together. Not something we see a lot of really together, but it does work so well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. I think it's one of them colours that should clash, so you don't tend to use it so much, but doesn't.
When I used to play a game called Roller Coaster Tycoon many years ago on the PC, all of my theme parks were blue and orange. All my rides, I used to colour them blue and orange. So this is speaking to 11-year-old Joe, this card.
Very good. I remember that game.
Do you? I love it. You can get it apparently now for your phone, but I daren't download it. I'll never get anything done.
Right, so I've cut two of those out. So I'll bring my things back in again. So these come in your packet with you, so you need to cut two of those out. So that makes your box. This is your front door, and then obviously your two innie bits. So what we're going to do is take one of the doors, and we're going to cut our little aperture.
An aperture, yeah. Some people call it a hole. But we've given it the word aperture because we're fancy, Michelle, apparently. Yeah, hole doesn't sound as fancy as aperture, apparently.
No, and I would normally say hole, but I was trying to be posh.
Oh, don't worry. You're amongst friends. You can say what you want, within reason, obviously.
Yeah, I watch your P's and Q's.
Which means, I didn't know till recently, means watch your pints and quarts. Did you know that?
I didn't know.
No, because alcohol in the UK, beer especially, I'm giving you a little history lesson here, why not public service broadcasting? Beer can be sold in pints or quarters of pints.
Oh.
So a half pint being 2 quarters. So so mind your P's and Q's means mind your pints and quarter pints.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There you are. Look at me over here in Dictionary Corner.
Learn something new every day. I call my eldest half pint.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why?
He's a little short.
Oh,
little shorty,
bless.
so. He's 24. He got married last week.
Did he? Congratulations.
He's in the Navy, so he wore his number ones, you know, like his sailor suit.
Oh, amazing.
He looked, his bride looked stunning. But
incredible.
My son did, to be fair.
And how, you say you call him half pint, how tall is your son?
Well, he's tall, I'm 5'2.5".
Right.
And he's just a little bit taller than me.
Oh, okay.
I think he's about 5'5", which is sort of a respectable.
I thought you were going to say he's about 5'8", and then I was going to say I was going to say, well, maybe I can't call myself half pint. I was worried where we were going there, Michelle, to be honest.
So I've cut my aperture out. I just went back over there because obviously putting it through the machine just squishes your lines out a bit. I'm just looking for some red liner tape.
Don't forget, 2 minutes and 19 seconds to get hold of those deals. You need to be in the checkout process now if you've got any of those Crafty Countdown items in your basket. Do not miss out. Do not miss out on them.
Right, so I couldn't find the red liner tape, but I'll just use our normal tape. So what I'm going to do is I'll just...
I'm going to grab you some, Michelle. I'm going.
Fab, thank you. So I'll just go over all my scar lines. Make sure they're burnished so everything folds nice and neatly. Give them a good scarring.
Being very noisy with a scoring, Michelle.
That's quite all right. I live with my family, I'm used to noise.
There we are.
Fabulous, thank you. So some red liner tape works the best. It's just so strong.
Oh, only just over a minute to go on those Crafty countdown deals. Be quick, go now, go now, go now. Why red liner, Michelle?
For construction like this, it's just so strong. I just find it, I mean, you can use the wet glue because it dries just as strong, but
I guess it's keeping it together sometimes, is it?
Yes.
Or keeping it in shape, let's say.
Yeah, definitely. And you can just bob it together quite quickly.
I love that term, just bobbing it together.
Do you know, the last time I was here, that's all I said.
Was it? Bob
And
it
then
together?
Bob it here, bob this together,
Bob it
bob
there.
that there. And the more I said it, the more I was aware I was saying it, the more I said it.
Don't worry, mine's, I've got several of them. Loads of them. Apparently they're like words that we use while we think of something else. What are those words called? I mean, look at me here in my English. I'm trying to think of a word. I'm actually trying to think of the word for a word that's the word that you think about whilst you're thinking about something else.
Right.
Yeah, it's early. I did say it was early, didn't I? Oh, you've only got 3 seconds. Michelle, quick, hold on to your hat. The Crafty countdown's over. Sounds like the intro music to like Eurovision or something like that, doesn't it? It's like some sort of like singing talent contest. I love it. Congratulations if you managed to check out on those deals. Well done. Keep your eyes peeled for another Crafty countdown coming soon. That was exciting, Michelle, wasn't it?
It was very exciting.
Yeah, I was excited.
I was all on tenterhooks. Is it tenterhooks or tenderhooks?
See, this is, I don't know this, and it's a word that I avoid saying because I don't, Charlotte's from Morpeth. I didn't know if you knew that, Michelle. So
No.
I thought she'd know, but she also says she doesn't know if it's tenterhooks or tenderhooks.
So sometimes I just say it, and you know, sometimes people are just normally too polite to correct you.
I'm going to Google. It is tenterhooks, I believe. A hook used to fasten cloth on a drying frame or a tenter. Yeah, There we are.
It's like an English lesson today.
It really is. It's public service broadcasting. We will get a BAFTA for this, Michelle. We will. For this specific show, I'm sensing it.
So, because I've used the bears, I thought, what better paper to use than the Be Beautiful, lovely little honey pot. So glue that in the back, so obviously when it folds over, it will be like that. Right, so these go in here somehow. It's one of them things that it goes perfectly when you're doing it.
If anything's going to go wrong, Michelle, it will always go wrong when you're on live TV.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
But yeah, I'm sure it won't. Look at me filling you with confidence there.
So the straight one, I've glued a little bit higher. So I've lifted it up from the bottom and I'm gluing it up to the line there, the fold. Give it a nice burnish, and then I'm going to put this one behind it and below. So it's going to go level with it there and level to the bottom. I'll just hold it down for a second in place. Let's fold that over. Oops, it's popped off.
I love the concept of this as well. They remind me of like an old theatre or something. You know, if you wanted to make sort of a really sort of rustic looking one. Or I'm thinking like a Western themed one as well, maybe would look quite cool.
Yeah, they do. Right. So don't be alarmed that those two are different lengths. Don't think, oh God, they're not going to fit, because they will. Holding them in place, I'm going to fold that over. I think I've done this a little bit back to front and upside down.
Oh.
But I'll blame that on being left-handed.
Oh, I'm left-handed too. There's loads of, we've got lots of left-handed people that work here, you know. Who else is
Really?
left-handed? Bernie, she's left-handed. And there's a couple of others as well. Can't remember who else. But yeah, lots of lefties.
I'll just hold that in place for a second. Really, on this paper, I normally use the other glue, our tacky glue.
Right.
Just with it having a bit of a coating on.
Okay.
It just takes a bit quicker. So, hold that down. Right, what I will do is I will make the front of my door while that's drying. So, another piece of the Beautiful.
It was such a gorgeous Nature's Garden collection, that one, wasn't it? The Beautiful. Really stunning.
It is.
And Michelle, you do like top secret things, don't you? Behind Michelle Michelle's not new to us here at Crafts Companion. Michelle's worked with us for ages, but she's like behind the scenes doing secret things. I mean, I can't really say anything else other than that, can I?
No.
That's it.
No, it's
if
one
we
of those,
say anything else,
yeah.
This show will self-destruct and you'll never see either of us again, Michelle.
That's it, definitely.
But I guess that means you've had a play with so many of these collections that we see now. Did you see the Nature's Garden, the new autumnal one that launched the other day? Did you get a chance to work with that?
I didn't get to work with that, and I was so jealous, and I will have to have words with Angela. But it is beautiful, and it's definitely on my list of things that I need.
And have you seen the reindeer collection that's coming?
There's just, with each new, I say this all the time, with each new collection, you don't think it can get any better.
I know.
And then they come out with a new collection, and it's like, just. Right, so I stamped out one of the sentiments that's in the little kit. No one deserves a happier birthday than you. So this should be me on Thursday.
Yeah.
Can you see how I'm really good at getting them hints in again and again?
I just heard, we sold 2 collections of the Autumn Blessings out on the other day. I've just heard another collection of it has gone as well, so I have to try and work really hard to get some other bits back. It's been very, very busy on that particular collection. Yes, I can't wait to see what everyone makes with it. But where I was going with that was the Beautiful was also such an incredibly busy one. So I know loads of you will have this at home, this particular cast good to go. The reindeer one, I couldn't believe, Michelle, it's got corresponding embossing powders in it.
Oh, wow.
Colour coordinated embossing powders, I know. If you want to see a little preview of it, it launches on Monday. You can go back to yesterday's launch party show with myself and Debbie Fisher, who did a little bit of a preview of it for you. So you'll be able to go back there and find that should you wish. So
I have done it a little bit back to front and upside down.
Have you just kind of styled it out, Michelle, and just sort of made it work?
No.
Okay.
Because what I've actually done, if you can see, the higher one is at the front and it should be at the back. So my little wobbly one is at the back and lower down.
Okay.
So I have done it upside down, but we'll go with it.
Okay.
It'll be part what to do and part what not to do.
Right, brilliant. Which is always good to see from both sides.
Yeah, it's always good to, I'm always good for that. Yeah.
A happy accident.
I'm always good for showing you what not to do. So I'll take on my bears now and we'll bob them in. See, I've done it upside. What I normally do is before I close it completely, I will stick these on because it's easier, but because I've done it upside down, we'll do it this way. So just a little bit of tape on the bottom. Stick that on there. We'll stick another cake at the front so we can see him.
Do you think he's meant to be helping himself to that cake, that bear?
No, I think he's the cheeky one at a wedding that goes and puts his finger in, you know, the wedding cake icing.
So at this wedding the other day, something I do at weddings, and I've been known to, Michelle, and people say it's socially unacceptable. But tell me if you've ever done this before, or it is just me, and I'm a terrible guest. When you go to a wedding reception and there is a seated element to the wedding reception, and maybe you don't love everyone that's on the table with you, have you ever got to the table first and maybe moved some of the names around to maybe just slightly manipulate who you're going to be sat next to? Has anyone else ever done that, or is it just me?
No, it's not just you.
It's not just me.
No.
Yes, thank you, Michelle.
But thankfully the other day, it was a nice, just a casual wedding. So when we got back, anyone could just sit wherever they wanted.
Perfect.
Which is, I like that. Because
I like that.
you've just said,
I
not
don't have to run
stuck
around
with
rearranging
someone.
place settings then.
Well, that's it, yeah. So just put some liner tape on that, glued it on. What I should have done is put my little gems on first.
And do these fold relatively flat as well once they're done?
They fold perfectly flat, so
Awesome.
they're perfect for posting. Bob the last one on. My husband started calling me Bob when I got home.
Your husband did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Will they all be watching Family Back Home?
I know my husband is. He did say that he hasn't told anyone, but he's probably told everyone to watch.
Okay. That's awesome. I love it. I
So
really love the
will
colours
show
that you
you-
use.
I'll show you the one where you can actually see. There we go, look.
Beautiful. Really, really lovely. What a strong concept. And also, Michelle, what a great deal as well. So you get all three of those in there. So you're getting the stencil to create your boxes, and then you're getting all of the decorative dies and stamps that you need in there as well to make three really strong concepts, which I like. So let me run you through the different designs that you've got here. So first up, this is your bears that you've seen being used here by the lovely Michelle. Then you're also going to get this one in here. You've got your unicorn, your butterflies, the toadstool, the fairies in there as well, which is excellent. So you've got all of those. And then here you have got your woodland animals too. I love those trees in there, and you've got your little animal friends in there as well. 2097 or 2719. Shall I wish you through some of the other offers that we've got on the show for you today? This one here is your pop-out sentiments, your die collection with 5 different elements there for you. So you've got with love, many thanks, just for you, best wishes, and also happy birthday coming your way in there as well. We've also got the Hero Tool that's available for you on the show. It's the Ultimate Essential Tool Collection. $24.99 or $34.95. Does only last though, only holds for 24 hours that price. So make sure you snap it up and get your hands on it. Now, these next things, these are like magic. They are a sort of a silver marker, but then they have this amazing halo of colour around the outside of them. Not sure what kind of wizardry has gone into being able to create these, but they are amazing. If you have missed out on them, now's a great chance to snap them up. We do have the Sarah Buddy Bag available for you on the show, a great way to store your alcohol markers or any of your markers. This one will fit all of them as well, so you're looking at all of the tri-blends, tri-colours, and everything else in the range will go into there. We then have the 12x12 paper and card collection for you. 122 sheets coming your way there. Really, really awesome price. They're saving you £20 or $25. Now, we get so many new viewers all the time joining us. If you are new to us here at Crafters TV, let's share with you some of the fabulous things that we get up to.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet.
The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing. Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. Make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
What are you waiting for? Start rewarding yourself indeed. What an incredible show we are having. What an incredible creative cravings we are having as well. So lovely to have Michelle. It's our first show together. Our first show of many together, I would imagine. So let me just share with you everything that you've got in here. So this is your Aperture stamp collection that we are looking at right here. Really, really beautiful collection. 6 amazing stamp sets in here for you. So this first one, this is one that you saw Michelle demo a little earlier. This is your Wild Blooms. Now the great thing about these is what you've got is that interchangeable element within each one of these, and then you've also got your embellishments in there too. So this one says, a world without flowers is like a face without a smile. I agree. The next one here, this is your butterflies, your schmetterlings. Really gorgeous. Love that you've got a variation on the shapes as well of the main stamps, so you can really mix it up. I mean, I don't even think you'd necessarily know that stamp and that stamp had came from the same collection. I love that they've all got their own individual look and feel, which is fantastic. Then you've got your balloons in flight, which is this one just here. Next up is the terrarium there, as you can see, with all those lovely succulents in there. And again, you've got Hello You, which I think just makes me laugh. I don't know why. You've got Thank You, and you've got Bloom Where You Are Planted. This one here is your birds and branches. You've got your little birds in there too. And you've got Thank You, Thinking of You, and Good Luck. Definitely interchange the sentiments within your across the different collections as well. This one here as well is your floral heart that you've got there on your anniversary, on your wedding day. And then this one here says, my love for you grows stronger every day. What a beautiful sentiment. £40 or $46.40 if you are a platinum member. Make sure you head over to the website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.au. Hit the shop the show button. You'll be able to see absolutely everything is in the show. It's jam-packed full, honestly. We haven't even got a chance to show you everything that is within here. But I know Michelle's got something else that she wants to share with us on these gorgeous stamps. Really, I mean, we said it earlier, didn't we, Michelle? But what a really lovely size these particular ones are.
They are a lovely size, and they're perfect for fitting on any size card that you really want to make. So we've got this one here.
Nice.
A nice 6x6, obviously with the front cut diagonally. And then,
oh, I love a bit of matte mirror card, Michelle.
It's always hard to do it backwards.
It just comes in time. I've been doing this 11 years now, and I still can't do some things back to front.
I struggle to do things, you know, the right way, let alone the backwards way. They allow you with the lovely.
That would go great, wouldn't it, with the Sharon Callis succulents collection?
Yes, with the succulents, it's perfect. And then.
Oh, that is beautiful.
How do you say it? Schmetterlings?
Schmetterlings.
Schmetterlings.
Schmetterlings, yes.
So
Which is just butterflies in German. I don't know where that came from, how that started. But it's been a thing for quite a while.
It's been going
now.
a while, hasn't it?
It's lasted. I mean, yes, it really has stood the test of time. All right, which one are you going to use now, Michelle?
So I'm going to use the ornate butterflies.
Beautiful.
I love this one. Again, a nice, lovely size. Lots of little different elements in it as well. A couple of sentiments. Sort of everything you need, really.
I know what you're thinking. How do you say ornate butterfly in German? Versiertschmetterling. There you go, that's ornate butterfly. Sometimes for a bit of fun, we just read the product names out in the other language. That's just me, by the way. When I say we, you don't have to do that, Michelle. That's just me, you know.
Yeah.
That's that ever-evolving and improving banter that we talked about.
So what I'm actually going to do is, I'm going to ink the background first. So I'm going to use, excuse me. Right, so I have got the water reactive inks. I've got straw bale, baby blue and pink tulip. So
I noticed that you like the, you use the smaller ones quite a lot. Are they your preferred ones, these smaller daubers?
yeah, I do like, I like to just stick it on the end of my finger and go. They're comfortable on my finger. I just like to use them. But then again, I do have,
The sort of
I'm a
standard size
crafter.
ones.
I have the other ones as well. I have
You've got to
these
have everything,
ones.
haven't you? Do you have what we sometimes term full set syndrome, Michelle? You just need everything. You need
Yes.
to have all of it.
Yeah, but the thing is, Crafter's Companion's terrible for that, because as soon as you see something new, it's like, I need that.
You've got
I
to
need
get it.
that. So I'm just going in random places with the colours. I don't want, I'm not too bothered about it being like perfectly smoothly blended. I like the cloudy effect it gives you when you're not too perfect with it.
Also, yes, remember, I mean, we're approaching the end of the day here. We're pre-recording this, Michelle, so this is the start of the day, isn't it? Well, it's actually before the start of the day, but it's the end of the day. So I'm getting myself a bit confused as to where we are in the day. It is coming towards the end of the day, but remember, there's a brand new day starting tomorrow, a whole heap of shows to look forward to tomorrow here on Crafters TV. So make sure you join Ben, I believe, who is up with Wake Up, Becky and Debbie Robinson. Wake Up Call, midday in the UK, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Brand new subscription box, yes, hello. And then there'll be a launch day coming your way tomorrow, 3 p.m. in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Coast Time. I'm guessing that's Becky. Is it a Becky and Debbie all day tomorrow? It is indeed. And then, of course, Cartload to look forward to, 7 p.m. In the UK, which is, of course, 2 p.m. East Coast Time. They've got that new cardstock. Did you see the new cardstock, Michelle? The glittery one with the pearlescent in the pad together.
Oh, I don't think so.
Honestly, we'll dig it out before you go today.
Yes.
Honestly, it is absolutely beautiful. We had it on the launch party yesterday, having a little preview of it. Very, very lovely. Make sure you join those lovely pair for that.
So going in with the pink tulip now. Just filling in all the white spaces. And then I'm going to go around the edges with the fuchsia. Definitely one of my favourite colours.
Yeah, the fuchsia is gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
What ink pads did you start off with in the range, Michelle? Can you remember which ones you started with?
It will have been these water reactive ones.
Yeah, these seem to be the most popular. I think these
Yeah.
are the biggest selling ones that we do. I guess they've all got their job and their place, haven't they?
Yeah. I think when you first start out though, I think the ones you turn to the most, and then obviously as you get a little bit more experienced or you want to do something different, you just move, you naturally progress on to needing them all.
Yeah, absolutely. And you'll find loads of deals on our ink pads over on our website. There's a whole spectrum eye area with loads of education, gives you great in-depth explanations about the different styles of different types of ink pads and what you might need to use those for as well. So definitely go over there and check that out.
Right, so I've inked my whole background, and what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to get a little bit of water with my brush, just get some kitchen roll. And I'm just going to do the faux bleach effect, so we're just going to attempt to not splash everything everywhere. Lots of drops. Just tapping it on my finger, I find it gives me the most control. Unless there's paint on there and then it like splashes over everything.
Oh no, we don't want that.
I'm definitely a messy crafter.
Are you?
Although, is there such a thing as a tidy crafter?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think I've met many of them in the past, if they are out there.
Yeah.
Surely making a mess is what is the making the fun, isn't it?
Well, it's yeah, that's the whole fun of it. Just needs a little bit longer to soak up. Here's one I made earlier.
Nice, really beautiful.
So we'll go with that one. I have, look, the whole desk is wet, all the ink pads. Craig will be having me.
He's all right, he's not in
Making a
today,
mess.
he's on holiday still, isn't he?
He
when
is,
is Craig
isn't he?
back from holiday, do we know? He'll be back on the studio on Monday. We'll be reunited. This is the longest I haven't seen Craig in over a year, so we'll be back together on Monday. Yeah, I think it was like nearly 3 weeks we haven't seen each other for, which is, it's a long time.
That is a long time.
It is. Our bromance will be reinstalled, don't worry, reinstated on Monday. I look forward to being with Craig. Oh, and it's that reindeer collection launch as well. Double the fun.
So if you can see with this one, where I've gone around the edges with the fuchsia, it's mixed with the yellow to make this lovely, the most beautiful orangey colour.
It's
They do
amazing
blend
how
together.
well they blend together, those, isn't it?
Yeah, they blend lovely. So, right, I'm going to use for this, I used my, the waterproof dye, purely because I always tend to ink my paper before the water's fully dried. So this way, if you're a bit keen, it's not gonna bleed out. It's just gonna stay lovely. So giving it a good inking up. I always try to hold one hand still, move the other one about.
Beautiful. Really pops on that coloured background.
It really does. Just the black, but it just looks lovely. So what we will do now, we'll put a card together. So I think it's just an 8x8. I've an 8x8. I'm just gonna.
Can you? I don't know if you could hear that at home. Someone's honking next door. Did you hear that, Michelle?
I heard that. I wondered what it was.
It wasn't us. So it wasn't either of us. If you can hear that at home, no. Don't know who that was. It's a very, very high-pitched horn.
Right. So quickly, well, not quickly. We'll matte and layer this. I picked this colour because I thought it'd just make it.
Any tips when it comes to creating your mats and layers, Michelle? Because I think it's one of those things, isn't it? Once people master it, they absolutely love it, and it does really elevate your projects. But I know in the beginning, maybe it's something that people might struggle with a little bit.
You just take your time when you're cutting. I know it sounds daft that you're just cutting a square out or a rectangle, but just take your time, because especially if you're backing it with a black like that, the slightest little bit of angle on you, it really makes it stand out. So it's one of those things where it's the most basic thing, but it's worth taking your time to just cut them straight.
Yeah.
You would think it's a daft thing to say, but cutting something straight can be a bit tricky.
There are some new matte and layering dyes launching next week. Don't forget about those.
There are.
Have you seen them?
I have. And, you know, it's yet another thing that I really need.
Yes. They are the brainchild of Craig. I know he's been working on those with Leanne and the team. Sorry, I just sort of wandered out of my box then. Yes, Tuesday they'll be up. So myself and Craig launch party, as Georgina's just said it, like it was somehow 2012 all over again.
But absolutely perfect for if you do struggle to cut a straight matte and layer, then what better thing to use than the new dyes. So I'm just going to ink the edges of this.
I'm sensing ribbon might be your sort of signature thing, you know, Michelle.
Yes, it is. I like to add a lot of ribbon. I like to add it just ties things together. And sometimes it's just nice to make a bit of a focal point or a focus with your ribbon. I mean, I've bobbed it on this. When I put that on there,
I'm going to start saying bob it on now. You know,
it frames it lovely.
I pick up things other people say very, very easily.
Yeah, you're going to be saying it all the time.
I'll get back to Manchester and not understand what I'm on about.
But I say it at home all the time. And I've noticed even more now.
I think you need to embrace it. We need to get you a cup that says just bob it on.
Bob it on.
Maybe t-shirts. I can see pencil cases, hats, the whole works. Could be a whole range of merch for you. Just bob it on.
Yeah. In fact, when I went to the wedding, my brother-in-law, Charlie, were there. And he went, "You all right, Bob? Just bob the kettle on." And that's all he said to me all day, bob this, bob that. So I must have been saying it a lot.
Well, we have Debbie, who's now the fish. So I feel like it could be an evolving nickname there, Michelle.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely a couple of people who've started calling me and think it's hilarious. So matte and layer with the black again. And this is our pastels, our Pretty Pastels 300 GSM pad that I'm using these from.
It's a lovely blush pink, that one.
Yeah. I like, when I'm matting and layering, I like to do a thin layer or edge of the black.
Right. How big are your increments?
So I normally go 2/8, but when I want to do the thin black, I do 1/8.
Okay.
I know some people struggle with that.
That's a sliver, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just so, you know, if you struggle with that, just whatever size you want to cut this to, just bob it on some black card.
Bob it on some black card, love that.
And, you know, up into the corner, and then just cut it as thin or as thick as you want, I suppose. Or use our new layering dies. That's on there. So that's like a 2/8 difference.
Oh, nice to have it incremental. Yeah, I see what you mean there.
Yeah, yeah. It pops a little bit more.
Very dainty parasol there in that paper.
Yeah. So on the back of this, I put some of our double-sided foam, the foam sheets. I'll just get under there with that. So I had these nails done for my son's wedding, and there's like.
Are these your regular nails?
No.
Are we going to expect? Well, I feel like now you're going to need to see you in sort of utterly equally fabulous nails every time you come in now, Michelle.
Yeah. Well, I must admit, I've got used to doing nearly everything with them now. I can't do the backing, but I can do everything. And I may or may not still be able to pick my nose.
Well, keep them on, and then if anything ever goes wrong, you can just blame your nails. Just say, "Oh, well, I used to be able to do it, but since I have my nails on, sorry, guys."
For the first few days, I literally couldn't do anything. I was getting my husband to do everything. He says, "I think you're milking this a little bit." I was absolutely not. I mean, I would never do anything like that.
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. You see, let's get that up. See, I'll tell you what I will do. I use this.
So was it their first attempt at the wedding, Michelle? Was it one of these stories where people have been trying to get married since sort of some point ages ago and rescheduling?
No, there was quite lucky. It was their first attempt. The date and everything. Couldn't have as many guests as they wanted because obviously of restrictions.
Yes, of course.
But they got married in Norwich Castle.
In Norwich Castle?
It was beautiful.
So is that because, can anyone get married in the castle, or do you have to be like in the forces in some description?
No, anyone can. They've got these beautiful rooms in the galleries.
Nice.
So when you're walking through, it's just stunning.
Maybe I'll get married there. I will have to find someone to marry me first, but when I do, maybe it'll be in a castle. How fabulous.
Yeah. It was a beautiful day. He makes me proud anyway, but on that day, extremely proud.
Aw, that's so lovely.
So I stamped the sentiment, if nothing ever changed, there would be no butterflies. I used our circle dies again, inked it up just like I did with the background.
What is it about butterflies, do you think, Michelle? Why are they so, because they're ever popular, aren't they?
You see, I don't know, because I'm terrified of butterflies.
Are you?
Absolutely.
Do you know, it is a very common phobia.
They flutter.
They do flutter, yes.
It's like they can smell the fear, so they attack.
They flutter towards you. Well,
They do.
Don't go to Vietnam, is what I would suggest, Michelle, because I went to Vietnam and the butterflies were like the size of pigeons there. So it doesn't sound like your kind of trip.
No, butterflies, dragonflies, moths.
No, dragonflies, I'm with you, and moths. Yes.
Yeah, no,
I don't like dragonflies. They fly in lines. It always makes me, gets me a bit.
But they're so big now. Have you seen how huge they are?
Are they getting bigger, do we think? That is a beautiful, beautiful creation, though. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the colour combos that you've used there, Michelle, as well. I think it is a stunning, stunning card. Will it be card of the show? Who knows? We will decide. Normally you decide. We will decide in the next 15 minutes or so. Let me wish you back through then the different options that you've got. Well, I say options, pretty much all of you are going for all of these together. If you want to, you can get any two for £23 or $27. So you've got wild blooms here. You've also got the ornate butterflies. Then you've got your balloons in flight, the terrarium. This one here is birds and branches. And then you've also got floral heart in there for you too. £50 or $58, £40 or $46.40. Let me take this opportunity though to run you of this week's Get It, Got It, Good. And we are of course talking all about the Gemini Mini this week. This small but mighty machine. It's great this because it is so portable. You can use it pretty much anywhere. And what we're also included is 5 die collections that were designed specifically to work with this particular machine. You'll be able to create some really gorgeous creations there with that £50 or $80 to get this week's Get It, Got It Good. Make sure you grab it before we launch a brand new Get It, Got It Good, of course, on Monday. Right, we're going to try and squeeze one more demonstration in before the end, I believe. So I'm going to whiz back through these pop-outs just to share with you exactly what you're getting in here. Again, so dimensional these, which is fantastic. What you've got in here is the best wishes. You've then got just for you. This one here is your many thanks. Then we have with love, and you'll also receive happy birthday in there as well. £38 or $44 to get your hands on all of those, which is fantastic. If you do want to grab a couple of them, any two for £23 or $27 there, should you wish to get them in that way. It is completely up to you. The choice is yours. Make sure you head over to the website, click the Shop the Show button, see everything that is coming up for you, or is available to you, I should say, in this particular show. Do you think we've got time to squeeze something else in before the end, Michelle?
Oh, definitely. There's always time
Awesome.
for something else. So I'm going to use the With Love pop-out. So I've got a piece of card. We're on 7x6. I'm going to use my glass mat to measure halfway down. So 3.5, 1, 2, 3.5, yeah. Just little faint pencil lines. Can I die?
As that's just marking. So what you marked the centre point there, then, Michelle. Is that important?
I
To do that
did.
at the start.
I marked halfway down, so I marked 3.5. Sorry, I'm just tapping the. Excuse me. So I know exactly where to place that. My little duck lips. So just stick that down there. Stick that down there. Bob it, bob it through.
I think you're just going to have to embrace it.
I
It's
just
like
have to-
Debbie Robinson with "What Am I Like?"
I know, and it's something that I always say as well. That and,
Is it?
and yeah, it's something I've always said. What am I like?
Yeah.
Don't do it as good as Debbie, but
Right. She's pretty spectacular at it.
She
really
is.
I think just embrace it. I think that's what we're going to have to do. We definitely
Just go with it.
Definitely, someone's going to be making you something with it on. I reckon, sending it in. I can sense our viewers. They're very good like that.
right, just lift that off, and again, just cuts out so beautifully. Right, get rid of the bits, so I can fit it all in. Finish the card. Here's one I semi-folded earlier, just to, you don't want to see me take that long, folding another one out.
Yeah, if you missed Michelle doing the earlier demo, go back and watch that back. You can watch back any of our shows at any point, of course, over on our website. You can see our lockdown haircuts, our ever-evolving styles, our fashion faux pas, Michelle, years worth of them there are over on the website. So go and check all of those out. But you'll be able to go back. Michelle did this in great detail, didn't you, at the very start of this show?
I did. I wanted people to see how long it took me and with the easiest way that I find to do it. Because I just think that if you take that little bit of extra time, because we tend to want to throw things together sometimes.
Right.
But just
When you've got projects to make for people, Michelle, you like good, well planned out in advance, or you sort of leave it to a bit of a last minute crafter?
No, I'm a last minute crafter because I always think, oh, I've got time, and then I procrastinate and
Right, yeah.
and then maybe discover a different idea, something different that I want to do. So yeah, until I've got a last minute.
A deadline. You like it? Are you the same as me?
I do try. I try and fail to be organised. Right, so quickly glue these in.
Beautiful papers again, these ones.
Yeah. The thing, but we're spoilt for choice. I think sometimes that takes me the longest deciding which pad I want to use with my next project. But I also like to look at the backs where you tend to look at the fronts of the pieces a lot,
Right.
rather than the backs. So I like to use the pieces that people don't necessarily look at straight away, and they're like, which one's that from? I've not seen that. And they're like, oh, I've got that pad, I ain't seen that, and you see it in a different light.
Well, that's half of the trouble trying to decide which side you're going to use. It's great
Yes.
having the double-sided ones and double the options, but it means half of the beautiful paper is going to be covered over, doesn't it?
It does, and I'm not one of these that sort of guts it if they're layering over the top. You know,
Right.
some people cut the middle out to save it. I don't do that, I just go for it. So again, just lining my middles up, then giving it a glue down, nice and firm. So we'll just let that dry. So I've just got some of our glitter card. I use my tacky glue to stick to the glitter card. So this is one of them times when, you tacky glue's better. Because I think one's alcohol based and the other isn't, one's water based. So it just works better with it.
Awesome.
So
Again, really great how quickly these come together with these. The other thing I love about them is that they're really usable sentiments, aren't they? You've got pretty much, I mean, every card that you want to send to anyone for any occasion covered in 5 sentiments, which is fantastic.
Definitely. And if you add some of our dies or stamps in with them, it just makes it so many more possibilities. Just cut a thin strip of our glitter glue for the top just to edge it off. Folds perfectly flat.
Yeah, really handy that they're going to go into an envelope for you as well.
Yeah, yeah. Especially, I think in America, the postal system's totally different over there, and I know. I've seen a few of the ladies say.
I think someone was saying the other day, 5x7, a 5x7 card you can send with no extra postage whatsoever. And I think that's why maybe 5x7 has become such a popular card shape.
Yeah. And then a little bow there. A good fold, good burnish. And there.
Beautiful, really gorgeous.
Nice, quick and easy one.
Love again the colours there, that lovely yellow and blue that you've got on there. We're going to vote on the demo of the show. We are going to do it collectively here in the studio because, of course, the thing is, you guys, if you watched the earlier show, you'll know what's won before we know what's won, which is an interesting concept. So, what we're going to go through here, let me take you back through the 5 different dies you've got. So you've got Best Wishes. You also have Just For You, which is this one here. Then you've got your Many Thanks. This one here is your With Love. And you've then got Happy Birthday in there as well. £38 or $44 if you want to get those. Right. Did you want to line up the cards you've made, Michelle? And we are going to have a little vote. Johnny's in the gallery now as well. So he's going to vote too. I think I know what's going to win. I think it's going to be unanimous as well. But we shall see. We shall see. Does Michelle get to vote too? Oh, okay.
Fab.
Yeah. Right, let's have a look at them then. We got through absolutely loads of demonstrations then. Did you manage to get through 6 of them? Amazing. So you had the first one there, which was the stamped one on the left. There it is. Then the next one being that pop-out one there. Love that, with the little corsage on there. Beautiful. Then we had our bears, number 3. Number 4, our schmedlings. And number 5, our pop-outs. Right, who's going to keep tally of the scores? Michelle, which one are you voting for?
This one.
Number 2.
I'm
voting for number 2. Georgina? Number 2. Charlotte? She finally made a decision. Number 1. And Johnny? 1. Oh, 2 wins. Boom. 2 takes it. There we go. So I will come and we'll pop that up onto the Cabinet of Creativity. You'll know already if it's won the card of the day because it will be decided in the 3 p.m. show, which of course was a little earlier today. Let me quickly remind you about the Aperture stamps as well, which are these ones here. Narrowly missed out on being the card of the show. These ones here, in here you're going to receive Wild Blooms. You've also got Ornate Butterflies, Balloons in Flight. You've then got the Terrarium there, Birds and Branches, and also Floral Heart within there too. £40 or $46.40 if you want to get your hands on those. Don't forget also about the cute character stamps and dies that we had on the show. These are adorable, really are. You've got the stencil in here, so if you want to create this awesome concept, you've got the option to do that. But because of the size of these stamps and dies, definitely something that you are going to be able to use in loads of other ways. Things like your pop-up boxes, I think that's what we called them. So let me share with you what we've got. So you've got the lovely woodland animals in here, the different aperture style within each one of these two. You've got the really cute little bears in there. And then you've also got as well your fairy, you've got the butterflies, and you've got the unicorn in there as well. $16.78 or $21.75. Let me recap some of the stuff that you've seen and loved in the show so far. also the Hero tool. Don't forget, time limited offer, only available for 24 hours. Make sure you snap it up. It's the guillotine here. You've also then got the tweezers, you've got the poker tool, those precision snips in there too. The outline markers, we didn't get a chance to share these with you, but these are magic. They're like a silver marker that have got this amazing halo around the outside of them, which is fantastic. $11.99 or $14.95. That Sarah Buddy bag, $5.99 or $7.99 if you want to get your hands on that one. Very busy. That will fit all of your different markers in there, including your tri-blend markers. Next slide, please. We then have 12 by 12 paper and card collection for you. 122 sheets. $39.98 or $49.90. Tri-blend brush markers for you, 24-piece collection here, $67.99 or $101.95. And the extender as well that goes with that. So it's going to give you 12 more colours, and also it's going to give you the extensions of 12 of those colours as well. Oh, what an amazing show. Michelle, can I say, an absolute pleasure to spend some time with you in the craft room. How did you find it? Have you had a nice show?
I have. I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed watching you for so long and then getting to work with you. It's been an honour and a pleasure.
Oh, thank you. I'm blushing under all this makeup, Michelle. I really am. I really hope we get to work together again really soon. Don't forget to check out your baskets. What I'd also say is don't forget as well what's coming up tomorrow. So wake up call here, midday in the UK, 7 a.m. East Coast time. Then you've got that launch at 3 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. East Coast. And then also, and remember, Cartload coming your way tomorrow as well. Massive thanks to Michelle. Big thanks to you guys at home. I will see you back here on Monday. We'll be reunited with the Hottie Scotty himself. Take care.